it's Alyvia Alyn Lind, and you're listening to The Art of Kindness.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to The Art of Kindness, where we have compassionate conversations with artists from all areas of the entertainment industry who are using their voice to spread joy and make this big spinning planet in the universe a better place to be. I'm Robert Peterpaul, and I'm so glad you're here. Hello, friends. I hope you're feeling as lucky as a leprechaun today. I feel incredibly lucky as I reflect on a conversation I had this past fall. I was making pumpkin bread then, and it took me until Irish soda bread season to release the episode, but it was such a joy to record, and I'm thrilled to finally bring it to your ears. Today's guest is TV star Alyvia Alyn Lind. Alyvia Alyn Lind comes from a dynasty of actors. Fun fact, her mama is Barbara Alyn Woods, who we're currently watching on One Tree Hill. I don't want to be... I know, we're late to the party. Alyvia began her career at a young age, earning a Daytime Emmy nomination right out the gate for The Young and the Restless. She then gained widespread attention playing Dolly Parton in A Coat of Many Colors, which earned her a Critics' Choice Award nomination. That was also when I first met her, which you'll hear about. Since then, Ally has starred in series like Chucky, Daybreak, The Spiderwick Chronicles, Masters of Sex, The Walking Dead, and many more. On the film side, she's worked with Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore in Blended, and Anna Faris in Overboard. This past fall, Alyvia starred opposite Toni Collette in one of my favorite watches of the year, Wayward, Netflix's hit psychological thriller series from creator Mae Martin. The series ranked in the top 10 on Netflix in over 35 countries. Alyvia is currently in production on a new FX series called Cry Wolf. I feel so lucky to have shared some time with Ally. It was as tasty as a slice of Irish soda bread. I don't know what that means. And I hope you enjoy it too. I also hope you'll consider spreading the kindness and sharing our show with a friend. We'd love to be friends with you on social media at Art of Kindness Pod and at Rob Peterpaul as well. Also, I'm wishing you a lucky week. Now, without further ado, please enjoy the amazing Alyvia Alyn Lind. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm awesome. I'm so excited to be here.
Me too. You look so nice.
Thank you. Just got off of more press, so I'm ready. I'm so excited.
You're ready to roll. It's giving glowing. It's giving pop-up backdrop actor, maybe, situation.
Thank you. I've been it's so funny because I'm now doing all this press in the place that I do audition tapes.
Yeah.
So I'm it's weird to be doing press for a show in a place that I filmed the audition to be on the show. It's kind of a weird parallel.
That's so full circle. I mean, I'm on the opposite end because I do self-tapes here, but I'm on the opposite side. I'm not talking about any kind of show. Well, like I said, I'm so excited to chat with you today. I am loving Wayward and your press circuit even more because I feel like whether you know it or not, you've kind of been infusing kindness into the conversation. And so I can't wait to unpack all of that with you today, much like your characters unpacked their secret boxes at Tall Pines Academy.
Yes, definitely.
Thanks for being here.
Of course. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited.
Yay. Well, first of all, okay, this is the weird question I always start with is how are you at accepting compliments and all of the love you're receiving? You did a very good job just now, I will say.
Oh, thank you. I feel like it's something I've had to practice. I get everybody always makes fun of me actually because I always get really high pitched in my voice. I'm always oh, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Only dogs can hear me. But yeah, I mean, I think that I'm a person that definitely when somebody tries to compliment me on something, I try to aggressively compliment them back. I'm like, no, it's
Yeah.
actually you're doing that, and actually
Yes.
you're the most amazing person ever. And then they're
And
always
I'm
like,
like, I'm not in Wayward actually,
yeah,
so that
actually,
doesn't make
your performance on
sense.
Wayward was actually so incredible. Like, breathtaking,
Yeah, it
amazing.
was cut, but like it was still great. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I think that like I'm learning how to try to be better at it.
Mm.
But if you compliment me, I'm definitely gonna come back with like, oh, thank you so much.
And then the dogs will come out. I think we can all learn maybe something from Evelyn because she has that line where I think you compliment the soap and she's like, that's a lovely compliment. I'll accept it.
I'll accept it. Good night, Lila. Yeah, yeah, I
You're
love
like,
that moment.
okay. Yeah, that was a great moment. And there's so many good moments I can't wait to unpack in this show. But I guess starting with a very important question. I saw this on your TikTok bio and I need to know, you love ducks? What's up with the ducks?
I love it. Oh my god, you did a deep dive on me.
I
Yes,
did.
I do love ducks. It's a very it's so funny. In an other interview I just did like 15 minutes ago, I talked about ducks for maybe 10 minutes of it.
Darn
Um
it. We did not get the duck
no,
exclusive. It's all good. Well,
I will give you even more exclusive.
duck, yes.
I
Okay.
oh my god.
Sorry. That was bad.
I love them. My first Instagram handle and my first ever email was Allie Loves Ducks.
Oh, man.
And
Okay. It goes deep.
I have them all over my room. I collect rubber ducks. My friends give me them on every occasion. My makeup bag says like a girl loves ducks. All my socks are duck socks. Like I don't know how it became such a big thing, but
Yeah.
I just have a love for them that's so strong.
I
And I
love that.
want one. I want a baby duck so bad.
Yeah.
It's been a thing my entire life. They're like my favorite animal. It's kind of just like intruded my entire life. They're so
I
cute.
love that. Are you going to the park with breadcrumbs and just sort of like hoping ducks come up to you,
For
feeding the
sure.
ducks?
I
Okay.
mean, it's like gone to the point now where every time there's a duck, like somebody will like tap me on the shoulder, be like, "Oh my god, there's a duck," and I like scream, and I'm like, "Oh my god!"
You're like, I don't even know you. How did you
I
know I
get
love ducks?
well, maybe after this interview.
Yes, I think hopefully listeners do a kind act and just send Allie some ducks. Do you like Allie, by the way? I've heard people call
Yeah,
you
no,
that.
Allie. Yeah, that's
Okay,
perfect.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody send Allie some ducks. That would be a great kindness. And we are here today to look at your career through the lens of kindness. So, Allie, I think it's such a personal thing. I would love to know, what does kindness mean to you? And how do you think that definition has evolved over the years?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, what a beautiful question. I feel like kindness in a lot of ways recently for me has been in the small things.
Mm,
I've noticed with a lot of the relationships that I hold really close to myself, especially with friendships, it's a lot about the little gestures. It's a lot about, remembering the little things and, whether that be like somebody's coffee order or like remembering their
mm,
favorite song or remembering just small things about people and just being kind and being open and um treating people with in putting your heart forward, like putting your heart
mm.
first, just not being rude. I feel like I encounter
Yeah.
more and more rude people day to day.
Oh,
But
no, I'm sorry.
no, it's fine. No, like I mean,
Yeah.
it's
Well,
kind of like
putting your heart first.
unfortunately the world
Yeah,
that
that's a beautiful
we
way to put
kind
it.
of live in, and it feels very weird to me.
Mm,
And so I feel like just, those just about the little things, about smiling to somebody when you pass them on the street, about telling
yeah.
somebody, "Oh my god, that skirt is so cute. I love it." Like telling just spreading it in little tiny ways that can just make somebody's day brighter in a way that you might
Mm.
not know. Um yeah, I mean, there's been days where I've been, like, sobbing all morning, and then I go out, and somebody's like, "Oh my god, I love your shoes," and I'm like, "Okay, wait, that just made my day a little bit better," and they didn't even know that I was sobbing in my room all morning. So I feel like
Right?
just
Oh,
little things like that can change a day so much.
yeah. Well said, friend. It's very powerful. And I think kindness is also being like, there's a duck over there, Allie, and you should
Yeah,
go feed it or bring it
literally.
home.
Well, it's
It's
like
thoughtful. It's thoughtful.
all of my friends now know that that's, like, a thing that I love and that brings me happiness and that brings me joy, and now, like, I
Yeah.
took my friend's car yesterday, and he had 3 rubber ducks for me that he found at a store, and he was like, they were okay, another thing about me, I love Halloween, and they were Halloween-themed ducks.
Same.
So, like, he
Yes.
remembered that it was Halloween and that it was, ducks, and it was Halloween ducks, and I was like, "You are just you know me so well," and I think that's the epitome of kindness is knowing somebody.
That is beautiful. TikTok just sent me this, and I think there is a duck in here. I'll find it by the end of this interview and try and mail
I
it to you.
love it.
But I think there's a duck in here somewhere, I promise.
Oh my god,
But I love
yes. I
that.
should have them on me.
Oh, okay, perfect. Bring out the ducks.
I
Well,
should, yeah.
you've been loving ducks maybe since you were 3, but you've also been a working performer since you were 3, I believe. And you come from not just a family of actors, but of successful working actors, which is even more rare.
Yeah.
And Hollywood kind of seems like it's been sort of a norm growing up, and acting I know is something you all take very seriously, which is amazing. It's such an interesting dynamic. And so I would love to learn more about how you all champion each other within your family and sort of are there for each other during these highs and lows, because it's
Yeah.
not always, glam. Sometimes it's self-taping and then getting close and not getting and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I'd love to hear a little bit about that.
Definitely. I mean, what a better support system to have than to have everybody in your family do the same thing as you. I mean, we all started doing it at such a young age, and I think that it's been just so incredible to have people there who know exactly what you're going through and
Mm,
so close to you to, be the shoulder when you don't get something that you really wanted or, celebrate with you when you get something that you've wanted more than anything and like been working towards. And I think that it's such a specific industry and it's such a specific job that we have that not a lot of people that aren't in it understand fully.
mm,
And I think it's just been such like so lucky to have that support system our entire lives of, first of all my mom to be there on set with us like every single day and to be such a wonderful
mm,
mentor, and then, just to have my sisters to lean on and be there for, and also just, like, root for. I mean, they're so incredible and so successful as well, so just, like, getting to watch them and be so proud of them and everything that they're doing, it's just
mm.
all amazing, yeah.
Yeah, I love that. And I feel like kindness must be a huge part of that, right? I mean, I know it's a very big ingredient for the folks that are always working. It's like you want to work with good people. You don't want to work with the person that's going to come on set and tank the vibe. You know what I mean? Like, have you found that as well?
Yeah, I mean, I think that that's so important to me on sets is like making sure that no matter what I'm going through and no matter what's happening, I'm showing up
Hmm.
to set with my best foot forward, ready to do the job that I'm here for with a smile on my face. Like I'm like do my absolute best. There's so many crew members and so many people, but like trying to remember everybody's names and like I love talking to people on set. Like,
Hmm.
I love just, like, the people that you wouldn't necessarily come into contact to every day, but, everybody's there going towards one goal to make the show the best it can possibly be, and there's so many
Hmm.
people that go into making that, like, that never get mentioned and, like, you wouldn't even probably know were a factor on set behind the scenes, and it's like, those people are the people that really are the heart of these shows. Um,
Yeah.
Without them, we wouldn't have them, and so
Yeah.
I mean, like, just talking to them and, like, hearing everybody's life stories, and you get to hear the world especially filming in different locations, like, you get crews from all around the world and just getting to talk to them and, just I feel like you can't go up and have a conversation with somebody without being kind. So,
Yeah. No, you're so right.
it is an important factor, definitely.
Yeah, I was on set recently and it's like I feel like I'm gonna get in trouble because I'm just trying to talk and hang out with people too much. It's like
Yeah,
we're there to work,
no,
but there's so
oh my
much
god,
downtime that you just want to vibe and get to know
yeah.
everybody.
100%. I love like, there was my favorite story one of my favorite stories about filming Wayward is that there was there was a lightning warning when we were filming one day. When we were outside, we were doing a car
Hmm.
scene and driving, and there was a lightning warning, and there was a church, and we all had to the entire cast and crew had to huddle into a little church for, like, 2 hours, and it was just, like, we just talked the entire time, like, no like, cell phone service was down, we were in the middle of the woods, like, there was
Hmm.
nothing, like, that we could do other than, like, talk, hear each other's life stories, somebody had a guitar, we were singing, like, it was so
Oh my
beautiful,
gosh.
and just, like it was at the beginning of filming too, so it was before I really knew everybody, so getting that
Yeah.
time to, like, sit and talk to everybody was so amazing.
That's so beautiful. I mean, Evelyn didn't get up there and give us a sermon. We didn't have Toni
Oh my gosh,
Collette leading
Toni
everybody.
was Toni wasn't there that day, but wow, would that been incredible if she was there.
I love that. Well, it's funny you mentioned singing, playing the guitar because I realized that we met very briefly years ago when you came on a show I worked on called Build Series when you were much younger,
Oh
and you
my
were promoting a TV movie called Coat of Many Colors,
yes,
blacking out because such a Dolly Parton fan.
yes, yes.
All roads on this kindness podcast lead to Dolly, and I just wonder, how is it working with that icon and getting to know her at such a young age? Because this is all about kindness, and I feel like she embodies that.
She's the epitome of kindness. She is
Yeah.
kindness. She's everything. I mean, I don't like she's Dolly Parton. I don't think that you can ever. I don't think that I can ever go up from that. Like I think like it's like I
Yeah.
peaked. I peaked at 8 years old playing her. Um, it was so incredible. She's just the most incredible heart and the most incredible soul, and is so just like I can't describe her in any other way than just icon. Like she has changed so many people's lives and
Mm,
is just the most talented and professional and strong businesswoman
yeah.
ever. She's just nobody can dislike her, and if you do, I don't trust your opinion on anything.
Thank you. I'm
So
gonna write that down and
yeah,
put that on
like
a t-shirt. Yeah.
I love her so much, and she especially, like, I was so young, I was 7 in the first movie, and just the way she took me in and kind of took over, like, a little bit of a mom role
Mm,
was so endearing, like, she really took me under her wing, and, just that was such a crazy, huge process for a 7-year-old to be going
yeah.
through, and that world was so huge, and that press tour was so intense, and, she was just so, she was there for me in every single way, and, would lick her finger and get something off my face, and, like, just, like, such a
Oh,
like, just the
yeah.
sweetest person you can imagine.
Oh, I love that. I was gonna ask you like tangible ways that she was kind, if you remember any, because I mean she'd be the person to learn from. I
Oh
guess you
my
just
god.
named one, which is like licking someone's finger and
Yeah,
putting it on your
I
face.
think like
But
that. I mean, another one
yeah.
is, like, she humored me in the most possible way that she possibly could have. When I was 7, I learned how to play guitar for the movie.
Mhm.
And when I learned how to play guitar, I started writing my own songs. And so one of these days we were standing out, it was in Georgia, pouring rain. It was in the second movie where she played the painted lady. And so she was
Mm.
like actually acting in the movie. So in the second movie, we were standing in the pouring rain and everybody was like, "Oh, Dolly, like come inside, like come inside." And she's like, "I'm fine. I'm good. I'm just gonna stand out here with my umbrella. I don't want to walk in these heels." And we stood out there in the pouring rain with our umbrellas, and I had my guitar in my hand, we were just talking, and I was 7, so I was fearless, and
Yeah.
so I was just, like, talking to her like it was a normal person, and
Mhm.
she was like, do you write your own" I'm doing a Southern accent and butchering it. She's like, Do you write your own music?" And I was like, "Yeah, actually, I do." And she was like, "Well, play me something." And, like, we're
Oh,
standing out
wow.
something, and I played Dolly Parton, an original song that I wrote at 7 years old.
Who else can say that? Come on.
And it was insane, and I still don't even, I don't even remember what that song that I sang her was. It was
Was it
probably
Jolene? No.
ever no, oh my gosh, no. I wrote it, which was even worse. It was probably
I know, it's like your big reveal is that you wrote Jolene. No.
I know, literally. No, but, but then again, like, she was so sweet to me, and she's like, "Wow, that's
Mm.
fantastic. You're gonna be a singer, you're gonna be a songwriter." And just humored
Oh.
in an incredible way, and it was insane, yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing that. I mean, because her story is coming to Broadway, so I wondered if you wanna, like, tap into a different age of Dolly. Like, would you ever be interested in doing that? Because they have
Oh
the
my
3
gosh.
performers playing 3 different ages.
Forever and ever. I'm forever hers. Whenever she wants me to do anything for her, I am at her beck and call, forever and ever. I love her so much, and it's such an honor to be able to say that I portrayed her, and, like, so heavy and such a weight. I feel like I'd be terrified to do it
Oh,
now
yeah.
because it's like I'm not 7 and fearless anymore, but I would tap into it at any point, if she
Mm.
had me, I'd love to.
Well, I can tell already you have the kindness, which I think is the most important aspect of bringing Dolly to life. Like, you just seem like
Oh,
such a good person. So
thank you so
I'm
much.
would love to see that again. You're welcome. I know we got to get to Wayward, but before we do, my wife will come in here and drag me out if I don't just ask you about Revenge for a second, because I think that was like the twistiest binge watch of, like, it's coming back as it's streaming,
Yeah.
and people are always asking for a Revenge reboot. Do people come up to you about Revenge all the time? I mean, I know you were
Yeah.
much younger.
Yeah, it's funny because that show I played the even younger version of my older sister Emily. And
Hmm.
so she was the younger version of Amanda Clark, and then I was the younger version. So it was so cool because we were like in the same show together playing the same character. And so yeah, it was so fun. I remember that was I had to be drowned. I had to one of my big scenes was I was on the Universal lot, in one of, like, the tanks at Universal lot. I was
Wow.
drowned, by my mom, um, Jennifer Jason Leigh, who's just awesome,
Wild.
and,
Yeah.
yeah, so I was drowned at Universal when I was, like, 5. I think I was, like, 4 or 5. Yeah, it was, like, insane. I had to, like, practice how to be
Wow.
drowned in a swimming pool in the backyard. It was very interesting. But
That's
yeah,
a chapter of a book.
that
Drowned
show
at
has such
Universal.
yeah, literally. That show has such a legacy behind it.
Yeah.
It's people love it still to this day, and, it's yeah, I need to watch it all the way through now that I'm
Mm.
older.
Yeah.
But such a cool credit.
It's such a wild ride. And so is
Yeah.
Wayward. We got to get to Wayward, flashing forward. I mean, speaking of a show people love, this show is breaking records, I believe. I mean, people are obsessed with it, including myself. You play a struggling teen named Lila who ends up at a reform school for troubled kids, just for everybody listening at home who's living under a rock. And that's okay too. We love Patrick Starr. That's totally fine. While it's clear, I feel like she has a good heart. She isn't necessarily making great choices, at least in the beginning. And I wonder, what was your way into treating her with empathy and maybe not judging her from the start? Did you find that tricky at all, or were you immediately kind of like locked into the character?
Yeah, I mean, I think that it's impossible to play a character fully and, like, with your whole heart without feeling for them.
Hmm.
Because when you're a person and you're living your day-to-day life, you make mistakes and you have to, like, live in your own body and know that you made those mistakes. And so when you're playing a
Oh,
character that
don't I
has
know it?
trauma. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And so when you're playing a character that has so much trauma and so much background and has gone through so many different events, you kind of have to give them that same grace and kind of be able to put yourself in their shoes and be able to figure out from a standpoint how you can kind of forgive yourself, but it's like
Hmm.
forgiving the character. So it's
Hmm.
kind of a weird mind roller coaster ride to get into a headspace of a character like this. But I think that to play like I wouldn't like I have to every character I play. I mean, even with a character I played in a show called Chucky, I was playing like this
Hmm.
like terrible bully, like so mean, like just the worst person you could ever imagine. And I was like, but she has to have redeemable qualities. You can't play just a villain. You have to have the arc of why they're doing it and, why, in Lila's case, why she's in this kind of dark hole just to be like a backstory that you create, whether you see that on screen or not, it has to kind of be set somewhere.
Yeah.
In this case, we got to see it on screen, which is awesome, but a lot of the cases you don't get to see it on screen. You just kind of have to have it in the
Yeah.
back of your head.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was I think that I'm very protective over her, and I do have a lot of empathy for her, and I have a lot of love for her, and,
Hmm.
like, I wanna hold her and protect her and take care of her.
Oh, that's beautiful. Well, I guess speaking of protection, you mentioned Chucky. Got to shout out my friend David Kirshner, who's such a kind leader and, I mean, genius, spooky genius. At the helm of this show, your kind leader was Mae Martin, and I just wonder if there were any acts of kindness from them that stand out. I mean,
Like
what did you
yeah.
learn from leadership? Yeah, from Mae.
Yes, oh my god, I mean, talk about leadership in the way of leading a series, leading star, and then
Yeah.
also like showrunner and also writer and also like just everything person. Like we went to them
Yeah.
for everything on the show and it's their baby. I mean, they created this show so many years ago and has been wanting to make the story since they were a teenager, and so it was a lot of pressure stepping into this role because I wanted to do it justice, one, for the kids that have actually gone through this, and two, for them to, do their
Mm,
story justice of how they wanted it to look and how they wanted it to be perceived, and um how they wrote Lila and how they wanted her to come across outside of how it was written. And so they were so insanely collaborative, in
mm,
every single way. So, like, just wanted to help me in any way possible to make Lila come to life in the best way. And every, like, day or night, whatever you need, let me know. Like, any question you might have, little or small, I'll be there to answer.
mm.
And that just made, like, bringing Lila to life so much easier because I felt like I had so much more information on who she is, and, um, yeah, it was so incredible. They're the best leader I could possibly ask for.
I'd love to hear that. Well, humor me with maybe a nerdy tidbit because I would love to know if there's any kind of nerdy things you did throughout your process, either with May or just on your own as you were creating this character. I mean, there were things I was thinking of while watching it, even all the movies you referenced, the bands. I mean, was there a lot of like watching those movies, getting to know them? Like, what sorts of things helped to ground you in
Yeah,
this wild world?
yeah, I mean, I watched the Thomas Crown Affair. That's a big
I
thing.
was okay.
That's a big thing
That
for
was
the show.
basically my question. Yeah,
Yeah, basically.
I figured.
Yeah, Thomas Crown Affair, Pierce Brosnan, love him. But yeah, I mean, I think that music was a huge thing in this show. I mean, look at our soundtrack, first of all. Like, round of applause for our soundtrack. We got freaking Radiohead, we got Weezer, we got Blue Oyster
Yeah.
Cult. We have some of the big Third Eye Blind. Like, we have icons in the soundtrack.
Mm,
And so I think that for getting into the headspace of Lila, music was a very big deal because she is so music centric. She loves music and she expresses herself in by music in a lot of ways.
mm.
And I think one of the biggest turning points for her in the show, well, that's a spoiler, but one of the biggest turning points in the show has to do with music, kind of, in a way.
Okay.
Um,
Yep.
and yeah, so I think that, like, music was the biggest thing that I kinda nerded out on. I, like, did a lot of research. Also, not to mention the extensive research I did into the troubled teen industry
Mm,
and to, the history of these, uh, self-help cults from the '70s, and just, like, all of that was, like, extensive nerd out
mm.
research, weeks and weeks. And then
Yeah.
more on the more light, fun side, music was a big help.
It's all about balance, you know? I
Yes,
love that.
definitely. Yeah.
And Wayward does deal with this trauma, these institutional systems, as you mentioned, the cult-like schools. I wonder, in these times, just for our world, where I think we could all use a little bit of dismantling and kindness and some of that Layla rebellion, what do you think we can all learn from her?
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I mean, I think that we can learn from I think she is such a loyal friend. She's such a loyal person. She would
Mm,
do her in her life, like, she'll do anything for you. Like, especially with Abby, like, that is her ride or die till the end. Like, she will take you under her wing and protect you in every single way. And
mm.
in a way, like, by the end of the story, she kinda starts even protecting the kids at Tall Pines, like, in the riot sequence in episode 5.
Oh,
They,
so
like
good. Where she,
yeah,
like, she even betrays her friend to protect her. Like, she even betrays
yeah,
Abby and, like, reveals the lie to protect her, which is, like, a whole other level of
yeah,
protection.
yeah, like, she will, like, it's her forefront it's, like, like, forethought the entire season is, like, protecting Abby.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I think that we can, like, learn how to be more loyal and more, like, protective of our friends. I think that a lot of the time, I that might be the thing that I'm similar to Lila with, is that I'm very loyal, sometimes to a fault,
Mm.
to the point of, like, people expecting it. And so I think that just, like, learn regulated loyalness. Like,
I like that. Yes.
yeah, regulated loyalness, and also just she's so strong, and her resilience is so
Mm.
so strong, and I mean, obviously, some stuff happens over the season that kind of breaks that down, but that's, like, brainwashing
Yeah.
levels. You can't really blame her for that.
Mm,
But she's such a strong person, and especially with her, sexuality and, her personality, she's so confident in herself and so forward. And
mm,
nobody can tell her who she is. Nobody can tell her different at the beginning of the series, so, um,
yeah.
I really admire that about her.
Yeah, that's really cool. I admire a lot of those qualities too. And I also admire the qualities of Canadians to have a really rough transition here, which I think you're maybe half Canadian, but I know you filmed there and it's a
Yes.
place known for being kind. So
Yeah.
I feel like I would regret if I didn't bring it up. How did you enjoy shooting there?
Yeah, oh my gosh. I mean, I'm half Canadian, so I love my Canada
Represent.
people. Yes, represent, love Maple Leaves, we love them. Yeah, I think that it's such a wonderful place. I love all of Canada. I've filmed in Vancouver, I filmed in Montreal, I filmed in Toronto. I filmed Chucky in Toronto for 3 years before
Mm,
Wayward. So I spent a lot of time in Toronto, and it's become, like, my second home. I love it there. It's so awesome, and it's gotten to the point now where, like, I know my places, like,
hmm
I know my park, I know my coffee spot, I know my I know my
Where all
gym,
the ducks are.
I know where all the ducks are, I know my gym, I know where everything is, and so it feels like a
Yeah.
home, and yes, I love being there. The people, again, like, the people are amazing. They're so sweet, and they're
Mm,
so kind, and, uh, a very different vibe when you go there from living in Los Angeles. Like,
yeah,
people
I'm
smile
sure.
at you on the street, and you get to know the person who works at the coffee shop down the street from you. So
Yeah.
it's a little different, but in the best way. I love working there.
Well, I need to know. I mean, I know it's a very friendly place, but as you're filming this creepy show there, did anything spooky happen on set? I mean, we're recording this during spooky season, and I'm a spook, and I love spooky stories. I don't know if you have any to share.
I love it. Oh my gosh. I mean, weird. Okay. We when we were so we filmed a lot of the indoor school stuff at a stage in Toronto. And then a lot of the school stuff was filmed at an actual like, not even school, but like a building that
Mm.
was a marriage counseling retreat in
Oh,
Caledon, Ontario,
okay.
like 2 hours outside of Toronto, middle of nowhere, very creepy. And so we filmed a lot of the stuff there, like, all the exterior and a lot of, like, the cafeteria and the indoor stuff was all filmed there. And there was one day where we were on lunch and we were exploring all of, like, all of the perimeter of the school, like, walking around all outside and going on a little nature walk, and we came across a cemetery in
Mm.
the woods, which
Oh,
was very odd. It was like a
yeah.
huge cross and then a cemetery, and it was very unsettling, and it was in this huge grassy field in the middle of nowhere, and a 10-minute walk outside of the school. So very weird. That was very unsettling, and we were like,
That's alarming.
"There's some spirits here for sure." Uh, but yeah, I mean, I love when things are haunted. I want things to be haunted all the time.
Yeah.
And so after that, I was like, "Yes, the school's haunted. Awesome."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, thank you for sharing that. Thanks for humoring me because I just need all the spooky
Oh my god,
stories.
of course. It's my favorite season of all time. I love it.
I know, come on. Well, I did wanna just kinda, like, open up space for you to expand on something I think you've talked about a bunch, which is that adults don't necessarily stop and ask kids if they're okay, and this show propels forward, the story moves forward because there's such a lack of that, and so
Yeah.
I wonder if you have any advice to the adults, the older folks listening who maybe have a younger person in their life, which we all do, on just sort of navigating teens that feel like they're struggling and they're stuck because it's such a hard thing, it's such a hard dynamic, but I
Right.
feel like it usually like the answer is rooted in something as simple as just asking someone if they're okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think it is that simple. I think that I mean, obviously, teenagers are so complex and the emotions are so intense and so much is going on. And 99% of the time, like, most of the younger generation has uh, been programmed to just say, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
so it can be rough sometimes, definitely, just to maybe it's not as simple just saying, "Are you okay?" Because I think a lot of us are just like don't let anybody see emotion.
Yeah,
But
like, "Hi, how are you?" isn't even a real question. "Hi, how are
yeah,
you?" "Good." And, like, you already walked by each other.
yeah, exactly. And so I mean, I think that like listening is such a power. I think being able to be a good listener and being able to create a relationship with somebody younger in your life where they want to talk to you and they want you to listen is also a power. And so I think just like having open ears and coming at situations without judgment and just listening and hearing rather than lecturing and judging and yelling and immediately jumping to conclusions when you hear two words
Mm,
is really important. I think that uh I mean, I love talking to people who have lived their lives to the fullest. I think that it's one of the biggest gifts we have as humans is talking to people who are, in their 80s, who have lived their life to
yeah.
89 even, that have like lived their life to the absolute fullest and being able to hear their stories and listening to their wisdom. And I think that there's a weird perspective that younger people in this new generation have a wisdom unlike anybody other because it's their first time living through this part of the world. And so I think that
Mm,
like both generations listening is just like the most important thing we can do. Listening to each other and
yeah.
talking and having conversations um and actually like receiving it rather than just being like, okay.
Mm. Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like hearing you say that too, it's like you can't walk forward if you don't use both feet. And so
Yeah.
it's almost like having both of those perspectives is sort of the recipe for, I mean, at least trying to solve anything in this crazy world. And, we
Yeah.
work with an amazing organization called Kindness is Free, which is through the Boys and Girls Club of America. Shout out. And they're doing a lot of great work with that there. So
Love it.
just
Yeah.
wanted to shout them out.
It's
They probably
incredible.
could help the students at Tall Pines. And
Yes.
y'all have a handbook that you got to follow. And I thought it'd be fun, Allie, to break down your kindness handbook here today. So I'm going to say a statement and you respond in sort of flash round style with your answer, the first thing that pops into your head. If
Okay.
you're down, okay? The
Let's
timer's
do
going to start now. Yeah, there's no timer. There's really no timer. Okay,
it.
but I'll do it. Okay, here we go. Favorite way to show kindness?
Compliments,
Oh,
I think.
favorite. I like that. Favorite kindness to receive.
Oh, I think small acts, like small, not even acts of service, but like small acts of, I'm a big physical touch person. So like a hand on the shoulder or like a just, or words of gratitude, like words of affirmation, just like a small thing of like, I'm proud of you or like, you did good, that
Mm,
kind of thing. Something very small, just like little small things are my favorite.
I love that. Which they kind of take away at Tall Pines. No spoilers, but I don't think you're allowed to touch each other
No,
or,
you can't. Yeah.
yeah, which is
Yeah.
wild and so creepy. Okay, the kindest post audition activity you can do for yourself.
Mm. A long shower and spending time outside. I feel like the 2 times that I
Mm,
think most in my brain and the 2 times that I'm like take the most time to myself is when I'm in the shower and when I'm outside in nature by myself. I think are the
yeah.
2 things that I like love to do most. And also just like spending time with friends and just completely erasing it from your mind until you hear feedback.
Yes. Yeah.
You
Same.
cannot live
No.
in that space. Once you audition,
Yeah.
get out of the space. Once the audition's over,
Run.
don't think about it. There's nothing you can do now.
We all needed to hear that. Throw out the sides, move on, go
Yeah.
for a walk. I think that's great. Or I usually treat myself to a cookie, and it makes me wonder what's a snack of kindness that fuels you?
Oh my god, yes. Okay, this is gonna sound so bad, but, like, a coffee, I love a coffee. Like,
Okay.
an iced latte is, like, my
Mm,
favorite thing ever, and I
yeah.
love it so much. That or just, like, like a sweet treat, like a cookie or, like, when I was a kid, I'd get ice cream after every audition. Um,
Oh, that's
I kind of
beautiful.
which I actually realized I just realized I stopped doing at a certain age. I should probably bring that back.
Hmm.
That's unfair.
Yeah. Bring it back. Come on, ageism.
Yeah.
I do that. I eat way too much ice cream. Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah. No, there's definitely
maybe it's probably a healthy choice, but you know what? Ice cream, it just fuels the soul. I
Yeah,
agree.
100%. Yeah.
Well, I know you and your character are really into music, so I wanted to ask you about a song of kindness that you feel like amps you up.
Oh my gosh. What a tough question. Music is like the hardest question anybody can ask me.
I
Um,
know.
Song of kindness. My favorite song. I'm trying to think of just like my favorite song right now. My favorite song right now. It's hard because I listen to a lot of depressing music. Um, my favorite song that like gets me like is "Paper
Yeah.
Bag" by Fiona Apple.
Oh, that's
Um,
good.
it's like not even. It's just like like oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah.
It's like it's so fun. It's like it makes me feel myself. I love that song.
I love that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And you're probably going to introduce that to some folks listening, which is great.
Oh my gosh, yes, please listen to that song. Anything by Fiona Apple, I love.
Check it out. Well, lastly, I want to know your favorite way to show kindness to yourself overall.
Oh, I love a self-care day. I love a day where I don't set an alarm and I sleep in and I wake up and again take a long shower and go get a coffee and journal and write and come home and have no to-do list and just like cuddle with
Mm,
my dog and we either go with friends or watch a movie or just, like, a day where I can do exactly what I wanna do without
mm,
anything else, on my
yeah.
to-do list, I feel like is, like, the days that I appreciate and, like, my reset button. So I
Yeah.
definitely need those, especially in this industry, like, you kinda need those days to, like, reset yourself. Um
Yeah. What is it? The Bruno Mars song? He's like, today I don't feel like doing
Yeah,
anything. Just want to lay in
exactly.
my bed.
Yeah.
What's your dog's name, too? I feel like I can't glaze over that. I need to hear about
Her
the
name's
dog.
Rocky Lou. She's a little angel. She's literally sitting on the bed right now staring at me when I just said her name. Um, she's
Oh.
incredible. Yeah.
I know my cats have been trying to bust in the whole time. That's why I keep looking over here. I'm like, this is not your time to shine,
Yeah,
Winnie
well,
or
she was
honey.
scratching at the door the entire time my last interview, so I was like, "Okay, you can sit on the bed if you're quiet."
Honestly, been killing it. Been killing the
Yeah,
game. Best
she's
dog
doing great.
ever. I wonder, like, in regards to self-kindness, I just feel like it's so tough in this industry as performers. And do you feel like, honestly, seeing number one, like, come up on Netflix for this show, does that inform how you treat yourself at all with kindness? Like, does that change how you view yourself as an artist?
Yeah, I mean, I try not to let any of that stuff affect me as much as possible. I
Mm,
mean, I've been doing it since I was 3, and I've grown up on screen and in front of the camera, and I think that there's a lot that can come from that. There's a lot that can stem from that growing up watching yourself, a lot of, self, uh thoughts about, whether that also auditioning, like, you're constantly changing
yeah.
how you look for people, and you're constantly changing your personality and, changing basically everything about yourself to kind of fit whatever role you're going out for. And so it can definitely be very hard on, your self-esteem in a lot of different ways. But I think that over the years, my biggest thing is just, like, separating myself completely from that in, like,
Mm,
my personal life. It's been just, that's my work and that's what I do and it's my passion and I love it. But just kind of separating myself completely in the way that it doesn't have anything to do with who I am as a person. It doesn't
yeah.
affect my soul. It doesn't affect who I am as a person. It doesn't affect my kindness. It doesn't affect
Yeah.
my mood. And honestly, at the end of the day, like, to be completely honest, everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, she's just like," but to be fully transparent and honest, if nobody watched Wayward, like, I mean, obviously, I'm so happy that people are because I think it's such an important message for people to see and such
Mm,
like, not talked about, um, industry that we're representing in the show, but if nobody watched it, it was such a passion project and, like,
mm.
such a amazing time to film, and I learned so much about myself as an actor while filming it, and so, like, it doesn't have anything to do with the numbers, but when the numbers are that amazing, it's like, wow, people really are receiving what we did, and, it's just makes it's like the cherry on top. It's incredible.
Yeah. Enjoying the
Yeah.
process. I think that's really smart. You got a good head on your shoulders. I mean,
Yes.
that's a good lesson. Yeah, because it's
Definitely.
also fleeting too, right? I mean, it moves so fast now more than ever. There's so much content, and so you can't really cling to that end result because it's not going to sustain you. And I think that's a really important lesson.
100%.
Yeah, you touched on like the takeaway and the message from the show and representing this thing that really hasn't appeared in media. It makes me wonder, is there one lesson or takeaway you hope viewers carry with them after watching Wayward?
Yeah, I mean, I hope it opens people's eyes. I hope that we first of all, these characters are so real and raw and
Yeah.
like very extremely well written in the way that I think a lot of people are going to be able to see themselves in it when they watch it. And so I always say, like, as an actor, if people feel seen or heard or feel like they're not so alone by watching something that I've been in or a character that I've played, then
Mm,
I've done my job as an actor. Like, then we've done what we're supposed to do. But yeah, I think that I hope that also people just again take away that these schools exist and that this show is heavily based in fiction and it is a fictional story, but in a lot of ways what is happening in the show has happened to a lot of innocent kids that have been, abducted from their homes in the middle of the night and taken to these abusive correctional schools. And so the fact that these schools still exist and the fact that they're still running and
mm,
still in operation is terrifying in a way. And I hope that um, there, I don't know, can be some sort of awareness to
yeah.
hopefully get some of them shut down or whatever that may
Yeah.
look like.
Have you had any kids that have gone through this reach out to you now that the show is out there? Has that
Well,
happened or
yes, I have been on TikTok constantly because I love stalking TikTok and I love seeing people's reactions. I
duck
feel like on
videos? Yeah.
like
No, I know.
like on TikTok, you get the most like real reactions from the younger generation. Like I feel like when you're
Mm,
watching TikToks, like that's like when you get like the real tea of like whether something's good or not. And so I've been like stalking it. Luckily, it's TikTok approved. The show's TikTok approved.
good.
Um,
As it should
and
be.
so I was on TikTok and I saw so many videos of people posting like, "Have you seen this new show Wayward? Well, guess what? If you're watching it and you're thinking that's so terrifying, I went through this. I went through the same situation.
Mm,
They did the same thing as this. They did the same thing as this. They did the same thing as this. These exist still." Aware, like spreading awareness for how, fundraisers and whatever to stop them. Like there are so many kids who have now seen like now they're adults that are watching the show being like, I went through
mm,
this when I was a teenager, and like sharing photos of them. Like
wow.
I went through a comment section and like 100 of the comments were like me at my tall pines and like they put a photo of them as a teenager standing with like staff members,
Wow.
and it's terrifying,
That's
um,
wild.
but also really eye opening in a way. Um,
Yeah.
just to it's incredible to hear people's stories and how resilient people are, and also just so horrifying that so many people have went through this.
Yeah. I mean, it's rare when you get a show like this that is wildly entertaining, but does have such a good message, which is kind of what
Yeah,
this podcast is about. I mean, promoting elements of kindness through your art. And I thank you all for making it. I'm excited that you're seeing that reaction on TikTok and how
yeah,
that must be so, I can't even comprehend. I got goosebumps hearing you talk about that. You
yeah,
watching kids that have been through this, having kind of, I mean, channeled it yourself for this
yeah.
show. That's insane.
Yeah, it's a wild experience, it's very trippy, but
Yeah.
I'm so grateful that I got to be a part of making a show that can help people feel like they're being seen. It's really awesome. Again, credit to
Mm,
May also just for writing something that's so great and accurate in so many ways to what these kids have gone through.
yeah. Oh, wait. We have a little, we have a voicemail coming in for you on the kindness voicemail system. Oh,
Oh,
here we go. Okay. Right now, we're going to play the compliment game.
oh
And
my god!
basically, Allie, I reached out to someone in your life for a compliment about you or a loving statement, and it's come through as a voice note. And so you just have to try and guess who said it. Are you down?
What? Oh my god, yeah! Wait, I'm so
Okay.
scared!
Everyone's beautiful in their own way. It's the compliment game on the AOK. It's the compliment game.
don't normally get voice notes, so there's usually a better intro to this game, but I'm very excited. I tried to disguise this person's voice, but this person, well, okay, you'll see. So this is like a semi-disguised version. I'm going to play it for you, and then you can ask me yes or no questions. I don't know too much, and we'll just say you get 3 guesses.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. You ready?
Yes.
This is good.
Hello, good day. I'm Australia's sweetheart, Toni Collette, and the thing I love most about Alyvia Alyn Lind is probably her weird thumbs, and I also really like the way that she gets so excited about certain types of things. If people say something in a conversation, she'll go, "Oh my God, wait, stop, no, wait, stop, that's so cool." So I really love that about her. She's got a great taste in music. Please ask her about her music taste, because it's fantastic. It's quite keen. And I love Alyvia. And where's my Oscar? All right, good day.
Is it bad that I know exactly who it is?
No, that's excellent. Who is it?
Is it Sydney Topliff?
It is Sydney. It is the Abby to your Layla. Yes.
I know my Abby anywhere. I know her anywhere.
Yes, you do.
Her.
Even when she's Toni Collette. And
Yes.
I'll just give you this is the...
Hello, good day. I'm Australia's sweetheart, Toni Collette.
That was just a taste of it without the crazy voice effect. But
No,
thank you, Sydney.
The way that I knew it was literally her from the beginning is because she loves that Australian accent, and she's so good at it.
Does she?
She's so good at it. Like, she does it constantly, and it's hilarious. Like, every single time that Tony's mentioned in an interview, she starts going, Tony, like, he starts doing it. It's like so hilarious. I love it. Oh my God, I love you, Steve. Thank you so much for giving me that voice note. I love you so much. You're so sweet.
Came in clutch. Literally got it maybe an hour ago, or like right before we started. So just in time. Thank you, Sydney. I need to know if they've done this accent for Tony. Does Tony know about this impression?
Oh my gosh,
or is
yes,
this...
Tony knows.
Oh,
Tony,
okay.
she's not in front of Tony. Tony just laughs. It's hilarious. I mean, it's a great accent. Like, she has a great Australian accent.
It's very good.
No, that's my girl. I love her so much, and that was so sweet of her. I love her.
Yeah. Well, you did it so naturally, but I would love for you to expand on that. What was it like getting to know and working with Sydney? I mean, if you two didn't have that sort of simpatico and that relationship, probably wouldn't have been a fun process.
Yeah. Oh my God. I mean, we met each other and immediately got thrown into this, like, we met each other for our final chemistry read, and we were put in a room, just the two of us, and they were like, well, you should probably like meet each other for at least like 30 to an hour before we do this. 'Cause you want to have like some sort of chemistry. And so we sat in a conference room and talked for an hour, and it went by, felt like 5 minutes, and we became such fast friends. Like, I keep saying it's probably the fastest I've ever felt so connected to somebody. She's so like the definition of kind, the definition of hardworking, and so talented in every single way. And it was so lovely to get to come to work every day and hang out with her and work with her. And I could not imagine a better Abby to my Lila. She's my favorite. I love her so much. Yeah.
I love that. I wish in life everybody could approach things as if they knew they were going to play each other's friends. You know, like if you had that mindset when meeting people and that common ground, I think it could just make for better connections all around.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, it was also like scary because I went into this chemistry, and I flew to Toronto. So I had like the whole flight from LA to Toronto, like thinking about this chemistry, like so scared because it was my last position. And then, like walking into this room, I was terrified. I was like, oh my God, if this girl's like a tyrant and so mean and hates me, then this is gonna be so rough. We have to be best friends. And I walk in, she goes, oh my God, Alyvia, it's so nice to meet you, I'm Sydney. And I'm like, oh my God, it's so nice to meet you, I'm Alyvia. And we like sat and talked about High School Musical for like an hour. And I brought brought scented markers with me because in the scene that we auditioned with, it was the first scene where I'm drawing on her. And so I like drew all over her arm and like it was immediate. We were such fast friends.
The scented markers, though, that's next level. That just took me
Yeah.
back. I have
Yeah.
not seen those in so long. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
I was like, we're tapping into the 2000s.
Yes. Yeah, come on. And High School Musical. Are you a big High School Musical person?
Oh,
We're all in this together? Okay.
100%. Like, yes, I love it. My Gabriella and Sharpay were my idols growing up. I love them so
There you go.
much. Yeah, best movie ever. Like, there's not much better than that. It's perfect movie.
Well, you're sort of in the High School Musical club on here because Corbin Bleu is one of the only other guests that we surprised someone with. Well, actually, Lucas came in and surprised him like in the Zoom, but with the voice. Usually it's just me reading the compliment. So you're in the High School Musical club.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, I love it. That's so cute. Oh my gosh, no, we would never pass up a chance to do a voice or like to do
I
a
love it.
recording or a video or anything. Yeah.
To do a bit. Did that ever happen on set, by the way, with all these good vibes? I know it's such a serious show, but what
Oh
can
my god.
only stop a serious show are the giggles.
Oh my god, like constantly. I don't think we were ever not doing a bit actually. What things like we would Sydney at the helm, of course, would we'd make movies. We'd fully make like
Cool.
full movie scenes and Sydney's now rolling them out on Instagram now.
I
The
saw that the
animation
Sixth
rolled
Sense
out.
one.
Sixth Sense
Yes.
one. They did what did she just put one out? She put out what's the one that's not a Christmas movie, but it's like a movie about like crazy crazy stuff going. It's like a war movie. Wait, hold on.
Oh my God, wait, I'm so intrigued. It's not a Christmas movie. It's not a war movie, but it's
Somebody says
crazy.
it's a Christmas movie, but it's not. I don't think. Hold on. What
Set during Christmas time. Okay, we're gonna fact check this.
It is
This is
Die Hard. Oh my god, I don't know.
Die Hard. Oh, your description
Hard.
was accurate. Yes.
Maybe people do say it's a Christmas movie, but I don't want to make anybody mad.
No, but you're right.
Yeah.
It is, but it isn't. Yeah.
Yeah, they made Die Hard. My favorite one is that we recreated the Bet on It scene from High School Musical, and I was Zac
okay.
Efron, and we did it on the outskirts of the Tall Pines School.
Nice.
Yeah, so like bit after bit after bit after bit, constantly. It was so fun.
That's amazing. Well, if again, everyone, I am in the midst of this show, and I didn't want to rush to finish it. I usually try and finish things before I talk to people, but I didn't want to rush because I was like, I love this and I can't let this go away. But if for some reason there's another season, you can do stick to the status quo in the cafeteria.
Yes. Oh my gosh. No, why we didn't think about that. Like that's perfect.
Please.
Yeah.
I did it in high school. I played the cello. I was the cello guy. I was like, "Meh, meh, meh."
Oh my
Yeah,
god. Oh my
it
god.
was wild.
I need my Sharpay moment where it's like, this is not what I want.
Yeah.
This is not what I planned. I need that
Yeah.
in my life. Yeah.
That's probably Toni Collette's inner monologue as Evelyn as y'all are disrupting shit. Although
Oh
she
my
likes
god.
just it. Yeah.
Never mind. I'm not Sharpay. I'm so sorry that I would even ever say that. Toni Collette is Sharpay. That is just perfect. She is standing
There we
there.
go.
She's standing there with her glasses and like, this is perfect. Yeah. Need that to happen.
And I just gotta say, yeah, I think you guys could do like a little grid of which character is which from High School Musical, the musical, and I love it. This is great.
Yes.
You've been so generous with your time. I know I gotta let you go. I would just appreciate it if we could end our time together by you sharing a tangible kindness tip. So something you would like every listener out there to do on their own corner of the world to try and build a kinder world.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I just like keep going back to what I said earlier with like just the little things like I saying somebody has a cute top or smiling at somebody on the sidewalk or helping somebody like put their bag into their car or just like little tiny things that you can do every single day just to spread kindness and spread love and listening to people when they talk to you. And I mean, I think that like another thing that I should have said earlier that like I appreciate so much is when I'm in a large group of people and I'm talking and then
Mm.
like, somebody else starts talking, and then like I kind of like stop talking, and then there's only like usually like one person that stares at me and is like, "No, I'm listening. Continue." Like I think that
Yes.
that's such
Yes.
a big like thing, and it just makes you feel so seen when like everybody turns
Yeah.
to person, the one person's like, "No, keep going. I'm talking." So I think that that's something that you can do that'll
You're
make
so right.
somebody be careful though, because it might make somebody like literally fall in love with you, because I think that that's like such a special thing to do.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
is.
like I feel like kindness can be anywhere from just again, like saying you have cute shoes to paying for the coffee of the person behind you. Like, um, there's so many things you can do. And then also just the most obvious one, just being a nice person from day to day and just being kind to
You know,
people you meet. Yeah, I think that there's a lot of
those
different
are
ways.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I also really love you got me thinking when you're in a big group and you say something, not only the person that will be like, "I'm still listening," but after it goes off on another tangent, the person will be like, "Oh, but you were saying, about when you were at your lake house with your family." Like the person that brings it back.
Yes, yes, yes. Be that person. That person is like
Yeah.
the best person in the room. I love that person. I try to be that person constantly. Like I'm always listening
Mm.
to 10 different conversations because I'm always like, okay, wait, that person said that and then they got cut off by this person, so I want to make sure that they can finish their point at some point. Like I'm always like,
That's yeah.
like what's going on. Yeah.
Close the circle. That's beautiful. And as actors, I mean, it's so important to listen. So it's such a
Yeah.
great skill all around. And I thought you were going to say when I was listening to you earlier about remembering the little things about people too. I loved how you said that and sort of
Yeah.
just like in unexpected moments, bringing that out and be like, "Oh, I brought you a duck because I remember one time you said you love ducks, and it's all
Exactly.
going to end on ducks here." Yeah.
Yes. That's like the only way that it would possibly be good to end. You need to end on ducks.
Ducks and ducks. But thank you
And
so much. I'm so grateful that these younger generations have you to look up to. I think you have such a great head on your shoulders, like I said before, and you just seem like such a kind person doing good work. So thanks. Thanks
so
for being
much. I
here.
really appreciate it. This has been so much fun. I can't not believe that this has been an hour because this has been like the fastest. It feels like it went by so fast.
Oh, I'm so glad. Faster than a duck going across a pond.
I
And
know.
I know. Sorry. I'm going to get really corny.
No, I love it.
Until next time, remember, everything is gonna be A-OK.